Good afternoon, YouTube. Welcome back again to Fat Cat Collections, taking another beard trimmer. You know, your boy's been rocking the beard for a while now. Mom prefers the shorter length. I like it when it gets a little bit longer, which is, you know, again, this is a great tool for gentlemen who cut their own hair or have a beard. Or manscape. So this company reached out the other day. I always collaborate with companies sending me precision trimmers or beard trimmers because I go through them. I mean, I don't mean they fail, but I'm always running out of charge. So it's nice to have several of these charged up, and I have backups, right? So this is made by a company called Yabife. Yabife? It's Y-A-B-I-F-E, and this is their 40 Precisions beard trimmer for men, right? Ladies, you shave your legs, I guess. I don't know. But it's again, you know, you've seen these before. Let's not insult anybody's intelligence. It's a beard trimmer. So what sets this apart compared to the other ones that I have? So this has an adjustable guard on this, and I'm still trying to figure out exactly how this works. So we're going to kind of come back to it. As far as the box is concerned, here you go, basic box. Crack it open. We have, of course, the insert, which has the different guards, your different trimmers. You have what I would call, and forgive me, I'm not a hair stylist. We have a T trimmer, and this is kind of nice. This is primarily the one that I use because when I'm trimming my beard, you have that extra overhang on the blade. It allows you to kind of just gently kind of get around the lips a little more. You can still use your standard guard here, like, you know, my other ones had this. I still use those. Then, of course, we have, this is like a real, like kind of like a, I don't know what you'd call this, a guard for real finite detail, maybe shaving a line in the head. Then, of course, we have, gentlemen, as we get older, less hair on the head, more in all the other parts. And so we have a nose and ear trimmer, kind of a handy device. Fortunately, I don't have to use that too much yet. And then, of course, we have your standard standard razor. And so this is more of like, I think this is kind of a combination. Just by looking at this, I'm going to guess here, this is more of a manscaping blade. So you have more of your what I would call like the scissor blades, like your standard clipper on both sides here, and then we have kind of the micro guard here, which takes the hair all the way down to like skin, skin length, right? Smooth and silky. So this is something that you can use on your arms. I'm a guy. I work out often. I like to eliminate the hair from the body, right? I just kind of, especially if you wear a watch, it kind of pinches. So I generally kind of clean up the body and, manscape basically. We manscape everywhere else too, right? But this is kind of handy for that. I've used these before. Now this is what, again, I can take or leave those attachments in there because it's really nothing really unique. But this is where I think this kind of shines a little bit here. So, let me just show you guys. You do have I'm not one to display this stuff because this gets thrown in a drawer, but we do have like a display box here if you want to put this, I guess, on your sink, your vanity. You can do that. I'll probably just throw this away, to be honest with you. But the guards are what I'm interested in, because what I find is when I want to trim the beard up a little bit, I don't really seem to have any kind of guards that get it the right length. So it's either going to be too short or too long. And so what I like about this is that you get these different adjustable guards. And so this one here, they say is 11 millimeter minimum to 20 millimeter. And you basically just pop this into the top here, like so. And then when you turn the dial, you're actually adjusting the length. So this is taking you all the way up to a 20 millimeter at this point, and it's depicted on the gauge right there. So it says 20 millimeter, and you can dial it down to 18, and it'll actually stop, I believe. It should stop. Well, you can actually turn past it, so that's kind of a little bit annoying. You can turn past it, but if you go all the way down to, if you're going to dial it into the 11, make sure it's 11. Yeah, dial it down to the 11. That's the lowest setting. Now you can keep turning that, which you shouldn't do. Don't force it, but you can keep turning that and have the blade kind of pop out, right? So just kind of, I wouldn't force it, but that's kind of cool. You can actually, and the reason that's cool is because let's say you get used to trimming your beard at a 15. You'll know, hey, I want to set this to 15 and not be guessing, did I trim it too short or too long? So that's kind of cool. This is definitely something I'll probably crank up to more of like a 20 when I'm, kind of trimming this up. The only thing I kind of wonder how well this works is if you're kind of trimming your beard like so, I feel like some of the hair can kind of hit the front of the blade. I think this would have been a better design if they had something to cover that, but I don't know, maybe that wouldn't work then. You know, not too loud, not too quiet. It's got a display, 100% charge. You know, kind of a mirror finish with the red and black. You know, it's cool looking. As far as the other guards are concerned, we have the, which one's this one? This one, they state that it's for beard. And this one's 11 to 20 as well, which is kind of odd that you have two different kinds. So this one, we could take it down. That's kind of strange. This one doesn't overlap the sides. So I think the idea in this is that if you're going to use this guard, you don't use this blade. You would want to go ahead and use your standard blade on this. Because then, let me pop this. I'm not going to pop this off. But if you pop on the new blade right here, this is going to cover the sides of the blade a little bit better, I think. Is that right? Yeah, like that. So it's going to kind of come over the top, like so. So I guess they have two different types. One is for hair, one is for beard. That's a little bit of a confusing distinction because really, it doesn't really make any difference what you use these guards on. You don't have to use it. Yeah, see, this one says hair. And again, I think this one here, if I pop this one on the top here, this probably overlaps. Oh, interesting. Okay. So that's kind of interesting. So this one here, let me see if I get it on here correctly before we... Yes, this one here, see I talked about the guard. This actually has a little bit of a hair guard in the front. So, I don't know, I'll just have to kind of put these to the test. I'm not, like I said, I haven't been to a hairdresser in years. After COVID, I started cutting my own hair. My hairdresser was awesome. She always did a great job, but at 30 bucks a pop, it means I go, you know, I don't want to spend more than that per month. It means I'm going once a month, and then I look, you know, to me, the way I like my hair, it starts to get really long and scruffy and scraggly. Then I feel like $1 million after a haircut. So being able to trim it at home, you know, it's all subjective. I don't really give a shit if you like my hair or don't like my hair. You know, I struggle with my hair, but I like what I got going on with it, and I like, again, the ease for me to be able to just trim it at home whenever I want. I take a little off the top, and I'm happy with it, and that's all that fucking matters. So, but this is just another great tool to be able to trim the hair, trim the beard, and just kind of look your best, right? Feel good, look good, feel good. You know, I'm not trying to insult your intelligence too much. So what else do I really like about this? Here's the number one thing I like about this razor. It's got a USB-C connection or charger. I cannot tell you how many hair clippers out there are still using proprietary chargers, right? And so for me, when I want to charge something, it's the same thing with my toothbrushes. I can never find the charger. So that's why I got 3 electric toothbrushes in the shower, so I can, like, you know, have a backup, and then when I need to charge them, I have to find the chargers. But they're always getting misplaced. One thing I always have is a USB-C charger. So kudos to them for putting the USB-C connection on this. If you are a razor clipper company or any electronics company that has a battery that requires a charge, stop using proprietary chargers. Stop using mini USBs. Use the USB-C. Everybody's got these nowadays. It's nice to have one charger that'll charge your phone, your razor, your toothbrush, your electric water pick, your smart speaker. This is just convenient. It's easier, and kudos to them for doing that. Good job. So as far as price point on these, you have a $20 off coupon right now. You're going to get this for 45 bucks, which is, you know, kind of in line with what you pay for, you know, with other companies. This is the 5-blade version. Excuse me, I'm sorry. This is they have 2 different models. I misspoke. They have a 3-blade and a 5-blade. I believe this is the 5-blade version because you're getting... Well, maybe not. I'm a little confused there on what the difference is. Let's see. Let me see if I can find out what the difference is. Yeah, so this is the 5-blade version. You get 5 blades. Come on, fat cat. So, I'm sorry. So this one is actually 60 bucks. So, and then you can get the same one, the 5-blade version, in the green. They sent me the red. If you get the blue, which I actually like the blue the best, that one is only the 3-blade, which and when they say blade, it looks like they're just not giving you, they're giving you the standard non-T blade, the micro blade, and the nose and ear trimmer. So it depends. If you think you're going to use those other blades, buy the better one or the more expensive one. If you don't think so, then go with the cheaper one. And this is interesting too. It says here that the battery will run for 4 hours, which is quite a long time. It says, I'm not going to read you everything about the adjustment wheel. I think I kind of explained that. Wet and dry trimming. It says doesn't mind getting a little wet. We don't know exactly what that means. It says you can use wet or dry. I don't think you want to take it in the shower. And then it says here, when you're on the go, a traveling lock helps avoid accidentally powering the device on. TSA won't bat an eye. I'm not sure what lock they mean here, because I don't see any way to lock this. Yeah, so I'm not seeing what they're talking about here. I don't see a safety lock on this at all. I don't like when companies do that. They're making a statement here, and I don't see any way of locking the power on this unless you turn it off and hold. Let's see. Yeah, okay, all right, that makes sense. So basically when you turn it off, you press and hold while you're turning it off, and it has this, see the little key, the little padlock there? That means it's locked. So that's kind of innovative. That's pretty cool. That shows a company's kind of thinking about the traveler. To unlock it, press and hold, and it'll unlock and turn on. So pretty cool. I like the fact they did that. I'm glad that isn't something that was some misinformation on the listing. So overall, pretty cool. This will get used. Folks, there are thousands of these on Amazon. So all I can tell you based on my use so far, it works like any of the other ones. But what sets us apart is just the ability to dial it in. And of course, the USB-C connection. Again, I don't mean to make it sound like this is the only one on Amazon. There are many, but if you are in the market for a nice cutting razor, you don't have to spend, hundreds of dollars on. So I've had many of these over the years by many different brands, and all of them are still working. So just kind of keep that in mind. So pretty cool. Definitely gonna get a lot of use out of this, like all the other razors, and just another one for my my lineup of men's grooming products. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'm here to help. As always, I want to thank Yabife for their generosity in sending this to Fat Cat Collections for the collaboration. And you guys have a fantastic day now, and take care.